Elite Facts presents
25 strange people you'll only see on the subway.
25.
Ain't no place like homie? As you can see, we're starting this list off pretty strong. Here we have someone who has decided to solve the lack of subway seating problem by bringing his own chair. I mean, he could have just brought a folding chair with him, but hey, more power to him for choosing comfort over practicality. He's not the only one either. We found several pictures of people bringing their own massive chairs onto the subway with them. We didn't even know that this was a thing.
24.
Perfect balance. When you consider how shaky the subway can be, this is actually really impressive. It looks like this guy's carrying an entire meal for a family on top of his head. Why? Well, who knows? But what we do know is that this guy has perfect balance and deserves more recognition for this very impressive feat. But since this is the subway where people see a lot of crazy things, no one is even paying attention to him except for the guy taking the photo.
23.
Willy Wonka's grandpappy. This guy is quite possibly the most dapper chocolate maker in the industry. Come on, look at him. Can't say that he doesn't look like a freaking chocolatier right out of the Roald Dahl universe. If Willy Wonka is Sultan of Sweets, then this guy is the Mac Daddy of milk chocolate. Willy Wonka would be proud.
22.
Weirdest superhero ever. What superhero is this? It looks like a giant soda can dressed up in Superman's colors. And can we draw your attention to where that straw is coming from? Why is it coming from there, and why is there a green ball attached to the end of it? Hold on. Oh, I see it now. It's a super bong, and that green thing is the super weed. Yo, man, cool.
21.
Lucky Charms. Here we have a leprechaun with a suitcase taking his pot of gold on the subway. Next stop, the end of the rainbow. This might be the greatest thing we've ever seen on a subway. Well, maybe we shouldn't make that statement just yet, since we still have 20 more pictures to go on this list, and we're sure they're going to get even wilder.
20.
The dark side needs public transportation too. Edgy teens take note. You might claim to be emo, but you'll never be this emo. This one's got the whole stereotype thing going on. What with the black clothing, black leather pants, massive combat boots, and dark makeup and dyed hair. But what sets her apart from other emos is the fact that she has a freaking raven on the subway with her. Not gonna lie, that's kind of amazing.
19.
Pika hungry. Oh dear God, Pikachu has eaten someone. The Pokemon are turning on us. Either he's snacking on someone or his tongue is actually the shape of a fist.
18.
You got a bit of lettuce on your head. Yeah, lady, you got a bit of lettuce on your head. Actually, you have a lot of it on your head. Oh, you're just going to leave it there and wear it as a hat? Okay, fair enough then.
17.
Not very discreet. Check out this desperate loser. Hey buddy, at least try and cover up the title of your book if you're going to read it on the train. We don't think having a book called How to Meet Women on the Subway on full display for everyone to see is going to help you that much.
16.
Does he need 2 tickets? Seriously, we don't think this guy is going to make it through the turnstile there. Surely he must have realized that going through the subway station dressed like that was not a good idea. I mean, where is he keeping his tokens?
15.
Highly illogical. Look who's beamed down to the subway. It's pretty much any Star Trek fan's dream. Who knew Spock had to commute to the Enterprise? This guy looks thrilled to be in the presence of an original cast member of the original show. Yes, obviously that's not Leonard Nimoy, and that guy doesn't seem happy about the comparison.
14.
Twisted legs. Okay, what the hell is going on with this human pretzel? How are her legs doing that? There's no way that can be comfortable. We will say this though, she's probably a master when it comes to playing Twister.
13.
The pizza disaster. Next up, we have quite possibly one of the saddest sights ever witnessed on the subway. It's a tragedy. That pizza looked delicious too. What kind of cruel world do we live in? We think the 5-second rule applies here. I mean, it's still on the wax paper, so it's still good to eat, right? Where's Pizza Rat when you need him?
12.
Every gamer's worst nightmare. Okay, so understandably, if you haven't played the Hitman series or know what it's about, you probably won't get why this is such a big deal. But if you've played these games, then you know something big is about to go down when you see Agent 47 in his black suit and red tie wandering about.
11,
No breakfast? No problem. Now, here's a great idea for making some fast cash. Think about it. How many people have to skip breakfast because they're late for work? We bet it's a lot of people. So if you want to earn some cash, just take your toaster and a loaf of bread with you on the subway, plug it in, and voila! Get your toast slices here.
10,
Having a rough day? We don't know whether to laugh or call for help. Seriously, words cannot even describe what is happening right here. This might be our favorite picture so far.
9,
Now, we're sure we've all had that one nightmare in which we picture ourselves in a public place, either nude or wearing almost nothing at all. Well, it appears this woman is living that nightmare out for real. This is one woman who wasn't kidding when she said she didn't have a thing to wear.
8,
The Crafty Man. This guy has it all figured out. Now, we're sure at the end of a long workday, we've all felt the urge to fall asleep on the subway. Well, this guy casually carries around a hammock so he can just hook it up to the train whenever his sleepiness gets the better of him. This guy's going places in life. Let's just hope he's awake when he gets there, or he may just miss his stop.
7,
Travelception. Seriously? Listen, we know it's not like a full-size smart car or anything like that, but it's still a mode of transportation that'll get you from point A to point B. Why did you have to drive it onto the subway? If you need a mode of transportation for your mode of transportation, maybe it's time to find a better mode of transportation.
6,
What on earth is she wearing? Seriously, we have no idea what she's wearing. Obviously, it's some sort of a fur coat, but did she make it out of an entire grizzly bear or what? She looks like she's actually wearing Chewbacca, for God's sake.
5,
Peter Pan's amazing subway trick. First of all, why is Peter Pan taking the subway? The dude can fly. Maybe that's actually Robin Hood, we're not sure. Anyway, we'd hate to see him if the train made a sudden stop. There's only one outcome for him if that happens, and it ain't pretty.
4,
Vampires take the subway too. Okay, this might be the most dapper-looking vampire ever. Our question here is, why do people feel the need to do this on the subway? We just don't get it. Aside from the risk of him dropping right on his head, he looks ridiculous. We also love how everyone else on the subway hasn't even batted an eye at this guy, just hanging there. Oh well, at least he looks dapper, so he's got that going for him, which is nice.
3,
Make yourself comfy. Wow, talk about making yourself feel right at home. It's one thing to man-spread your way across 3 seats, but unbuttoning your shirt is taking it to a whole different level. I'm surprised he didn't kick his shoes off and put a hand down the front of his pants, too.
2,
The Camo Man. Camouflage is getting better and better these days. I mean, look at that. It's almost like that newspaper is just floating there. Seriously, though, he's fooling no one with that disguise. He'd have a better chance of blending in if he wore a Thomas the Tank Engine costume onto a subway.
1,
We'll tear your token apart. Okay, that's it. We're out. The second we see Pinhead in a subway station is the second we know when to leave. Especially if he's looking through the window like that. No, thank you. And that's our list. Did we leave any strange subway people out that you've seen? Let us know in the comments below, and please remember to subscribe and tap the bell button to be notified when new videos are uploaded. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like us and subscribe for more Elite Facts.